The oceans hold about 96.5% of all of Earth's water and is one of the most amazing places on Earth. Bursting with wildlife and teeming with mysteries to be solved, we've still only explored a tiny fraction. Take a deep breath, guys, as we dive into our ocean facts. 1. One of the most indelible features of the oceans is the deep blue waters that are continually churning, rolling, and coming in waves. The color is the result of the sun's red and orange wavelengths being absorbed by the surface and its blue wavelengths penetrating deeper, giving way to a blue tint, and because those wavelengths can travel further down, the ocean will tend to appear more blue the lower you go. 2. There are more historic artifacts under the sea than in all of the world's museums. Around 1,000 shipwrecks lie off the Florida Keys alone, some of which are within the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. Other underwater museums have been created in recent years, including the Mediterranean submerged bronze statue. 3. Most of the oxygen in our atmosphere comes from tiny marine plants in the ocean, specifically, phytoplankton, kelp, and algal plankton. Scientists estimate they're responsible for around 70% of the atmosphere's oxygen, according to National Geographic. 4. It turns out, humans aren't the only creatures in need of a winter vacation. In 2002, scientists discovered an area in a remote part of the Pacific Ocean, partway between Baja California and Hawaii, where typically coastal great white sharks will migrate to in the winter. The scientists named the spot the White Shark Cafe, and some sharks hang around the area for months before heading back to the coast for warmer weather. 5. In the Mariana Trench, 35,802 feet below the surface, which includes the deepest point on the planet, the water pressure is 8 tons per inch too. If you made your way down there, it'd feel like you were holding up nearly 50 jumbo jets. 6. In these deepest parts of the ocean, the water temperature may only be 2 degrees to 4 degrees Celsius, with the exception of water coming out of hydrothermal vents in the seafloor. The water released from these vents can be up to 400 degrees Celsius, 750 degrees Fahrenheit. It's the intense pressure at these depths, the same pressure that would crush you, that keeps the water from boiling. 7. The tallest waterfall you're going to see on land is Angel Falls in Venezuela, which has a drop of over 3,200 feet, but that's nothing compared to the Denmark Strait Cataract, which is an underwater waterfall in between Greenland and Iceland formed by the temperature difference in the water on either side of the strait. When the cold water from the east hits the warmer water from the west, it flows underneath the warm water, with a drop of 11,500 feet. According to the National Ocean Service, the flow rate of the waterfall is more than 123 million cubic feet per second, which is 50,000 times that of Niagara Falls. 8. In human history, 12 people have set foot on the moon, but just 3 people have managed to make it to the Mariana Trench, because of the extreme conditions there. One of those people? Director James Cameron. 9. When it comes to volcanic activity, the oceans have the most going on by a wide margin. In fact, 90% of all the volcanic activity on the planet happens in the ocean, and the largest known concentration of active volcanoes is in the South Pacific. It's an area no bigger than the size of New York, but it contains a whopping 1,133 volcanoes. 10. Oceans have an average depth of 12,100 feet, and because light waves can only penetrate 330 feet of water, everything below that point is dark. Seeing as water makes up most of the planet, this means that most of Earth exists in absolute darkness all the time. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more facts and stories.